Okay, y'all, let's talk about Kenya and Marlo. Kenya has some things to say about Marlo. So let's check that out.
Did Rhoa have this single-handedly ruin the past 2 seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Child, would you get out of my head?
I don't like that they are putting this off on Marlo. If Kenya is such a star, then stand up, rise up, get the ratings up, come with great story. This was your time, Kenya. Okay, you shouldn't need another person outside of yourself to make you great. Okay? I'm not buying that, you guys. She needs to be off the show. She has had her time. Kandi needs to be off the show. She has had her time. Like I said before, we have seen every configuration of the Kenya and Kandi storylines. Kenya with these fake marriages and boyfriends. Kandi with the top, Mama Joyce, they don't get along. Todd ain't good enough. Riley at college. Like, we done seen it. And you got the little kids. Ace and what's the Blaze? I love that name. But yeah, I don't like how Kenya tries to act like she is so much better than Marlo. Like, I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that. Y'all are on the same show and you are treating her the way your mother treated you. That's inside of you. And you don't never admit to that. Ever. So, like, oof, you guys, she was getting on my nerves. She was getting on my nerves. I don't like how Carlos is putting this all off on Marlo. Like Nene said, she's the only one clocked in. Now, some of the shit she done came with the, Kandi wasn't there for her nephew or, whatever that situation was. It's like, come on, Marlo, you pulling shit out your ass. So I wasn't even here for that. But if it really wasn't for Marlo, what would we be talking about? She by Sheree, she by Martell, Hook-headed Holtz, okay? And child, that Bob, oh my God, Sheree, you continue to look bad. You continue to look bad. You made an ugly nigga make you look bad, okay? Like, girl, Sheree. Bob has another daughter, you guys, and he has just now told Sheree that he has another daughter. And I guess he had 2 other kids. She knew about them. But, Bob, you ain't shit. And Sheree is a good one because he done put his hands on you and you all up in the pictures with him with the kids. Well, it's important for the kids. I told y'all about that for the kids shit. Okay? For the kids. Just do it for the kids to your own detriment. I wish that cockeyed sucker would have been at my grandbaby sipping sea after he done put his hands on me and got on camera acting a fool. He embarrassed the hell out of her. Season 8. Sheree, girl, you got a forgiving spirit because, honey, it could have been Miss Robinson. Okay? But yeah, telling her on camera and told Kandi and Kenya, yeah, we was on a need-to-know basis. And Kenya was like, she was your wife. I told y'all that wife shit don't mean nothing to these ain't shit niggas on the first floor. Okay? How you doing?
Honestly, I don't even have to think about that question. It is a yes. The problem is, you cannot make a fan a housewife. The problem is, get it.
Excuse me, honey, while I take a drink. She's not a fan. She's been a friend to the show for years. And what it is with Kenya and Marlo, and the Kenya stans refuse to admit this, but Kenya does not like Marlo because Marlo clocks her tea. Ex-con and all. She reads Kenya. She has a vicious tongue. Like, when Aquarius women, I learned, honey, when they get upset, it's like lights out for your ass. Okay? And, Marlo got that dark-sided Aquarius energy. Kenya is an Aquarius. She got that dark-sided energy, too. But she doesn't like Marlo's savageness, but she's a savage. She is a street bitch. She ain't gonna never let you treat her any kind of way. So as soon as you let it go, but see, like Phaedra said about Kenya, she plays the white suburban mom. She's always security. Let me call the police. Let me kick these people off my boat and be, oh my God, if you slightly disrespect me, I can throw a whole ton of shade your way, but you better not throw it my way. That's what it is with Marlo. A lot of people didn't like the comment Marlo made about Kenya's mother. I admit it was mean, it was hateful, but I never forgot it. I never forgot that. And, I know it was hurtful, for Kenya, but this is the thing. On this show, y'all go below the belt. And I hated how Kenya said in this interview, well, Portia never hit me below the belt. You sure as hell felt it was below the belt at that time. Because you was whining and crying like it was. Like, she pulled my hair. She hit me. She can't control herself. Oh, she had like this whole storyline against Portia season 9. She was always trying to sabotage Portia. So for your ass to get your delusional ass, your Lifetime movie character ready ass on here, talking that shit about, how Portia should consider you big sis. girl, you don't have what Nene has. Lil' Kim said a line. She said a line that Nicki Minaj really needs to take heed to, and I'll never forget it in her raps. Lil' Kim is a Cancer like me. She said, spread love. That's what a real ma do. Okay? And I said that Nicki Minaj could take heed to that, because Nicki has a very obnoxious, like, arrogant personality. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure that resides in Kim as well, but Kim is loved by people. Everybody that, I used to watch Lil' Kim, her show, and I was a big fan of her, still is. Okay, that's my Cancer sister, honey. But yeah, she's always smiling, hugging people, and, she that girl, down to earth. And that's what Nene is to the show, Kenya, and you will never be. You will never be, okay? You will never be. Your numbers will not look like Nene's. You may come close, but honey, there's only one queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's Nene. You are not the star. You will never be the star. Too many delusional outbursts from you. Too much shit that don't go together. Like Phaedra said, something ain't clean in the buttermilk when it come to you. Okay? Like I said before, I feel bad for you. I have compassion for you because your mother was your undoing. Your mother. That was your undoing. How she treated you. And people, and this happens to women all the time in relationships, a man can treat them so bad they end up treating other people like that. That can happen. That can happen to a man, with a woman. A woman could treat him so bad, he end up treating everybody as bad as the woman treated him. People, they take on that trauma. And Kenya has not healed from that trauma. She may never heal. And it's unfortunate, but I understand it. I really do. Because that's very, like, hurtful, confusing for your mother, And even with me and my mother, I've traveled with my mother. I've did things, with my mother. Kenya has never did with hers. And I feel bad for her that she didn't get to experience, the good times, with her mom at least. Like, they never had a relationship because she never wanted to acknowledge her. Like, that's sad as hell. But, Kenya, when you are out here acting like a real hell on wheels, which is what the girls said about you season 12, this is your Alliance buddy Candy, she said that. When you are out here treating people like shit, dragging them to the moon and back, reminding them of how their husband left them, cheated on them, or somebody's husband strays, when you give out all that energy, you are going to get it back. Even when Nene was acting stank on the show, she was going to get certain negative energy back from y'all. That's just how it goes. That's just how the cookie crumbles. And you are not exempt from that, Kenya. You are no victim. So I feel bad for her situation with her mom, but you got to take some accountability too for your behavior, your bad behavior, and how you've treated people over the years.
Reason why you didn't get a piece for 10 years. When you start coming for somebody who was 10 years a star, that's a problem.
You was not no star for no 10 years.
That's a problem. That is a problem. When your whole existence on... Go ahead. See, don't activate me, Carlos. Somebody has to activate you because you're not activating all this boring ass season I'm watching. This is the worst season I've ever seen in my life. Agreed. Why is it so bad? Choices.
Yeah, choices. Your ass and Candy is on the show. Sheree needs to go. And, I have to disagree with Nene. I like Sonya. I like her. There seems to be something very genuine and authentic there. Like, I have a like for her the way I have for Cynthia. I even like seeing them two together. And even though Cynthia's kind of just there, Cynthia been looking damn good. I was like, God damn, Michael, you sure you want to say goodbye to all that? That damn Cynthia is beautiful. And she has only gotten better with time. I was like, damn, I got to step my game up, honey. Okay, that damn Cynthia. That is the most beautiful housewife. Yep, better than Kenya, Garcelle. She looked, to me, Cynthia, ain't nobody, not even Eva, is messing with Cynthia. No, she reminded Eva. I'm bringing it up again, you guys, because that damn Cynthia reminded Eva why she is the real top model, honey. Okay, the way she was walking and, honey, she was schooling Eva. Okay, Tyra didn't need to be there because we had Cynthia, honey. Okay, but I love Cynthia's walk and her look and her style, and I wish she would show more of her real personality and quit with all this. But I want to be liked, and I get it. I think she has something inside of her where she's able to be neutral, not really take a side, just kind of stand the middle ground. It's something to be said, about that. So that's cool about her too. But just say it how you mean it, Cynthia. Don't try to kiss people's ass. I still have never gotten over how she was busted on the mic and she told Mike, I'm supposed to pretend that I didn't know that Kenya was coming. Like, you was caught on camera red-handed saying that, and you got down to that reunion. No, that's not it. That didn't really happen. And, like, just own your shit. And that was Nene's problem with Cynthia. People don't talk about that because they're so, busy getting on Nene. But she was just so horrible. And, I'm not here, honey, to debate that. Okay? Because Nene did drag Cynthia's ass, honey. Okay, she did. But I feel like she did that shit because she was hurt. She felt backstabbed and betrayed. And like Funky Dineva, honey, always say, honey, you can't make a motherfucker mad and tell them how mad to get, honey. Okay?
Who thinks that?
I think it's as bad as people try to say it is.
Is it the worst that you've been a part of?
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Choices.
Shit, you one of the choices.
A lot.
What are you bringing to the show besides you still getting a divorce from a nigga that you wasn't even, it don't even seem like you was ever really married to him. So, like, what are you doing? What are you contributing to this problem? And I know a lot of people will say, well, oh, they didn't film her hair salon. You go hear her talking about that. But even with that, like, what did you do but what you always do, which is treat them girls like SHIT, okay, out on the girls' trips. Okay, you did the same thing. Like, you do the same thing. And then you, oh, well, she's trying to have a moment with me. And I think that Courtney was trying to be nice to you. But you were nasty with her because I don't know. I don't know. You seem like you threatened or something. And you don't have no reason to be. You're a veteran on this show. I'm not a fan of yours, but you got a fan base, okay, within your own right. So I can't take that from you. But I don't know. I just feel like Courtney can see right through Kenya, and Kenya is like a lot of toxic people. As soon as you see how they are, as soon as you call it out, they don't like you. They don't like you. They don't want nothing to do with you. Oh, it seemed like she's trying too hard. Kenya, do you remember your first season flirting with Apollo, somebody else's husband? Bitch, it seemed like you started all of this. You was trying too hard. You was doing a bit much. Okay, for the $2.50, like Nene said. You asked Phaedra, honey, would you want to have a threesome with one of your good girlfriends? And Phaedra was like, share my husband? Hell no, shit. Better get out of my face with that BS. Like, Phaedra went off. So you was doing a lot. You pushed Apollo in the pool. Yes, I'm bringing it up because she forgot where she came from. Okay, Courtney didn't even do all the crazy stuff that you did. Okay? You do a lot of eccentric stuff, Kenya, and then, I don't know, it's just like when somebody come for you, you forget about all the stuff that you did. Which is worse than anything that Courtney has did. Yeah, she was annoying and arguing with Candy. I can agree with some of that. Okay, but after a while and watching you on the season, and it's just like, what are you doing?
I mean, whenever I sat through that dreadful interview, sorry, after I sat through that dreadful reunion last year, I was like, oh, this is what they're doing? This is what they're doing. Literally justifying why, or trying to help why someone has a piece that they deserve it. I think that Marlo is the quintessential example of why you do not make a friend of the show a housewife.
And let's get on the name. You're not even a housewife, and you're doing all this judging of Marlo. You don't fit in, Kenya. You was the odd man out. And since you've had some tenure on this show, you feel like you are better than everybody. You feel like Marlo is beneath you, Courtney is beneath you. Who else on the show? Sonya, you feel like she is beneath you. Everybody don't have to play dirty. And then I keep hearing something from you on this show. You said it last year. Well, I didn't have a man with me. You got in Martell's face. Well, I didn't have a man with me, and I matched your energy. But on this interview, you say you're so confident, you know how to go out by yourself. Which is it? That really bothers you. That's why I know for a fact, I told y'all, she was jealous of Sonya and her husband. I told y'all that. That's why she kept messing with her. Yes, I said it. Jealous. She ruined that trip Sonya invited the girls out to. She was acting nasty with her. Then when Ross stood up to speak on behalf of his wife, you got people saying, he shouldn't come at a woman. No, he was setting Kenya straight because he didn't appreciate her messing with his wife. And she did the best she could to accommodate you on that trip. But what did you do? Show up late, had an attitude. Why you didn't say nothing? Why you didn't remind me? I forgot what y'all was doing because child, the season was kind of boring, honey. But yeah, y'all get my drift.
I think it was a horrible mistake. And listen, I'm not an expert at this. I can only tell you from my vantage point what works. And it's not because of the relationship that she and I have. Because, fortunately, maybe. So don't tell me it's because of anything about a relationship with us. Because I've had worse said to me than this Marlo. I feel like the desperation from her reeks. And because she needs that peach. I think the power is when you don't need it. I think
she didn't need it for all those years. She didn't need it and came around. Marlo, though, she was a good friend to the show. But she had to step in. Y'all needed help. She was already there. She deserved that damn peach. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I don't care what mistake she made. Because the problem with Marlo is every time she make a mistake or do something that y'all as the viewing audience don't like, you want to throw her away. Y'all don't do that to Kenya. Y'all don't do that with Candy. Y'all don't even do that with Sheree, but you do it to Marlo. Oh, that was just so low. Meanwhile, Kenya did all type of stuff. Okay? Marlo is not going to leave you alone until you acknowledge her. Same thing like your mother. That's why you couldn't leave her alone. Okay? Well, she ain't got to talk to her. You ain't got to be best friends with Marlo. I get it. You don't like her. That's fine. That's fair, Kenya. But be respectful. Quit with all the shade. Quit doing it. And then you got on here talking about, oh, well, now she got a fake boyfriend. You got a lot of damn nerve. When she talks about Marlo, in my opinion, it doesn't land because it's so hypocritical. You accuse her of doing the same shit that you have did on this show season after season.
When I came on as a housewife, you Portia, we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know about we weren't fans. I mean, I know that Portia said she was a fan of Nene and all that. I don't know how much of the show she watched, but you can tell she was her authentic self. And there's no way you would sit there and say that there was, 265 days of it. That was you being you. It was just being authentic. Well, not as it comes. Oh. Example Bolo. But anyway, we're not gonna bring that up.
You brought it up on purpose. So what is you doing? Okay? And that was my issue with you when Portia was on the show. It was always, let me sabotage Portia. Well, she screwed him and she lied. Who cares? Kenya is always worried about somebody else, trying to play off somebody else. That's why she felt the need to say something to Martell on this past episode. Let me try to get some time in and say a little something. You're not really bringing. You're not. That's stuff with, and look, I'm not even a Sheree fan, but Sheree got a few points from me. Okay, with the whole Bob and the daughter. Honey, when I tell you I found that shit to be hilarious, like, what? Just ignorant, just walking in there all big and wrong, cockeyed and ignorant, and we was on a need-to-know basis. I'm like, yo, wife, Bob? Sheree, you better get that vegetable oil, okay? Get it ready, honey, for Big Bob when he comes through the chateau, honey, okay? Because you being too nice. That's why them niggas be treating Sheree like that. She too damn nice. Y'all already know what would have happened if it was Miss Robinson. Okay, shit. Inviting that fool to everything, and he embarrassing you. Telling you shit at the last minute. I mean, at the last minute, you got a new grandbaby. Child, that grandbaby, though, is adorable. Yes.
We're not gonna bring that up. And I'm not hating. So, we weren't there to make up and fabricate stories and seem interesting and say one thing and do another and pick fights that aren't really fights and get into issues with people that aren't really issues. We didn't do any of that. When we didn't like you because you did this, you said that, and then we had it out. We didn't have an agenda. We did it. We were our authentic selves through and through. We were a mess because we were actually a mess. Now, if she had come to the same time, we were rooting for you. We were rooting for you. Then you come on with this BS. You're faking everything. Where's the house that she was building? Where's all the other? Explain to me why you have a chair lift in your house.
Where your damn hair salon at? Where your stuff at, Kenya? Okay? And I know y'all gonna get in the comments, oh, I seen Kenya's salon. And see, you still cannot judge Marlo for that because look at how you moved on the show using Matt. Matt was over there breaking your shit. And you used him for a storyline. Okay, you knew you was in a domestic violent type of relationship. You knew that. Well, he never put his hands on me. Girl, if you don't get out of here, me and Matt had the highest rated episodes. That's how I knew. I was like, yep, there go your intentions. Mark, storyline. You wanted a baby. You should have just had the damn baby. We don't care if you married. Hell, you went this long without being married. You got married for all the wrong reasons. You could have just had a baby. Women are just having babies these days. They get surrogates. They use other people's eggs. Like, girl, we didn't care. You going through all of that. Still ain't divorced from the man. He's still trying to get money from you. Okay? What Phaedra say to her, you would have been better off getting a pizza. What did she say? I forgot that read, honey, season 5, just so you can have a kid. Now check that. And the girls was like gagging like, damn. and Kenya tried to act unfazed. Yeah, Phaedra got your ass. She was tearing your ass up, Kenya. She was on your ass like white on rice. Okay, like mosquitoes, honey, at a black family barbecue, just tearing your ass up. And you get on here lying to Carla, oh yeah, I slayed everybody. Everybody was coming, and I just slayed. I said, no, shit, and quiet as kept, Phaedra dragged your ass more than Portia did on that floor. She dragged your ass, look, in the Mama Joyce voice, up and down the street and around the corner, honey. Okay, she got, when I tell you Phaedra was so quick, and that's why, and we never talk about this, I never hear any other content creator bring this up, Kenya wanted Phaedra's friendship, walks away, drops the mic. I noticed that. She liked Phaedra, and Phaedra liked her. Phaedra called Kenya eccentric. Kenya is eccentric, and so is Phaedra. They're very, like, odd with certain things. You got Phaedra, the funeral home business. But, you know, it all makes sense, right? She's a lawyer with a criminal, you know, but you got Kenya in all her, you know, oddness. These relationships and, you know, the situation with her mother. She can't help that, but that is different, you know? It really is different. I love Kenya's father. I would be here, Kenya, because you said you wanted a show with you in Brooklyn. I don't think they go green like that, sweetie. That ain't enough drama, okay? But I would be in for a show with Kenya and her father. That man is meant for TV. When I tell you, every time I see him and Kenya scenes, honey, I am in stitches. Their chemistry is so funny. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my God. I just laugh and laugh and laugh at him and her and like just funny. Oh my God.
Is it to help with the old white man going up to your bedroom? What else is
See, you keep throwing shade. The more you keep throwing shade at anybody, they gonna get your ass. This is a street bitch. Do you know how street people are? Do you know how they are? Okay? Like, she gonna be waiting at your back door when you ain't looking. Like, Kenya, I just want some sugar. Like, girl, and you gonna be security. Like, girl, give it up. The jig is up. Marlo is on the show. Marlo has proven to be good enough, flawed and all. And you are very flawed. The problem with Kenya is she likes to live vicariously through her Miss USA title. She feels like that is her image. So that's our perception. Perception is reality, and that's not what we see. If anything, we see lipstick on the ground. We see low self-esteem. We see mommy issues. We see we can't keep people in our life. People are always in and out. You are the common denominator. So, yes, it was wrong for how Mark, you know, treated you and kept on, you know, I guess y'all had some type of trauma bond, honey, because y'all kept breaking up, getting back together. So, yes, that's the case, Kenya. But you play a part in that. There's something wounded in you. There is something unhealed in you that accepted that and that decided to lie. And like I said before, she loves getting on here talking about how Phaedra lied, but you set up and lied to Andy, season 12. Oh, we in counseling. Oh, he just fighting for his family. What nigga do you know is fighting for his family, but he didn't made it plain and clear that he don't want to be on the show. Hell, you even got fired for eloping with him and, you know, not showing all of that on the show. Okay? Yeah, they got rid of your ass, or they offered you a friend role for what, season 11? And you didn't take it. And then you finally admitted something. You finally admitted something on here to Carlos. You called Carlos, and I knew it. I knew it. You finally admitted that if you came to Cynthia's wine launch or wine cooler, whatever the collaboration was, you finally admitted that you could get your peach back if you went to Cynthia's event. So technically, it wasn't really about supporting her. You are always looking for a come up. That's very opportunistic. And I felt that way when I seen her. I know her fans was happy, but I was happy season 11 without her. Because I'm going to tell you what, this is what I liked. Everybody, for the most part, was married. You had Candy and Todd, Nene and Greg, Eva and Mike, Portia and like Shamari and Ronnie. It felt like the old Real Housewives of Atlanta, not with his husband out of town, and then y'all keep breaking up, getting back together, and then he fighting for the family, and then he don't even see Brooklyn. Like this bipolar ass explanation for why shit is messed up in your life, Kenya. It's like a tornado, and it just you know, it just don't fit on the show. Maybe on Life Twirls On, maybe you need to get that movie going again. I think that Kenya should branch out and like do her own short films or something. I really do. Because she's holding the show up. Candy is holding the show up. Like I said, we've seen every different configuration that we could see from the two of them. Sheree too. Like, we're done. Sheree really don't bring nothing but some losers from the first floor named Bob and Martell Hookhead Help, honey. And Kenya, if you do come back, could you please invite Miss Melody Cherie on the show? Let's give Melody her flowers. If we are going to allow niggas that have lied and cheated on their wife, if we are going to reward bad behavior, then let's reward good behavior. Let's reward, and Melody's not perfect. I done told y'all, Melody has her ways about her, but I would love to see her on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I would love if she could move to Atlanta. I think that Melody would be great on this show. She's shady. It's a business show. She could show her businesses. Melody is that girl. That would really spice things up. Hell yeah, I'm looking for a love and marriage crossover, honey. I would love Melody on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I really feel like she was married. She has the children, the businesses. She's very well spoken. She would fit right in. She would. She everything that she's doing in her life, it fits the show. Hell, maybe Candy can produce a song for her. I'm serious. I'm really sad and disgusted that man was, I don't know, he has such, and this is why, you guys, there's so much narcissism in the world, because these people, literally, they get rewarded for their bad behavior. They get promoted. And it's sad. And Sheree, you should be ashamed of yourself, because he should have never been allowed on this platform. We as women, we got to do better. We got to recognize, that, come on, the shit was on TV, how he did that lady. And then it's not even the shit that he did to her within a marriage. It's the after the marriage treatment. It was already traumatizing, I'm sure, being with him. And now you're not with him, and he puts you through even more hell, got you back and forth to court, they back in the courts. It's like, it's too much. But let's make Melody a housewife and invite some new girls. Get rid of Candy and Kenya and Sheree. Keep Sonya. Hell, Cynthia could stick around and be somebody's friend. We could take Drew for another season. That way we could get all the tea on her and Ty, honey, because Miss Robinson is all ears. And then get rid of Drew the next season, because we don't need no damn actresses. You can take your ass on over to Lifetime. Take Kenya with you. Okay, Mayetta, you can just go. Just bye, girl. Just, you fired, girl. Okay? Thank you for your services, girl. Okay? Shawnee O'Neal up in here, honey. Okay? Minus the colorism, honey. Okay? Allegedly, but, But, yeah. They just need to recast, and it has to be more women in Atlanta, because I'm just sick of them, you guys. And they keep inviting people, old people, and no. I was kind of happy though to see Apollo. That's where your show is. Apollo and Shireen and Peter. That is a show. What? Peter is TV. Okay, that's TV. Throw Cynthia up in there. Like, you need what you had for season 6. Carlos gonna create something. I know he gonna create something for Nene, and that'll be good. And that's cool. That's cool. I would love to see Nene on the Love and Marriage Atlanta. And she can be single. She'd have been married for so many years. I mean, we still love and miss Greg, but yeah. Like, y'all need to go, Kenya, because y'all not bringing nothing to the show like that. Period.
You have a chairlift in your house. It's 30 when I was 50. But why would you have a chairlift in your goddamn house? Tell me why. Go look at her interviews. In her interviews.
Girl, shut up.
I know ex-cops all around me. They are my friends, some of my best friends, some of my family. Why are you not talking about that? Why are you coming over here exhibiting the same behavior that landed you in jail and want people to think differently of you? No remorse, no culpability, no kindness, nothing. An empty soul, an empty vessel.
Girl, shut up. That damn Marlo ain't that bad. Sonya and them, they like her. And that's another thing. She don't like that people like Marlo on the show. She wanted Marlo to feel left out, to feel less than everything that her mother made her feel, because that's her kryptonite. Okay?
At the reunion, like, I was imposter care. What did you talk about? I wasn't that white as a child. Explain that. How it was so easy for you to do that. Like, it's so
well, it was easy for you to come in there with the Kenya Moore Hair Care marching band. See, when you disrespect people's events, Kenya, when you do hurtful things, people are gonna say and do hurtful things to you. And Kenya can dish it out, but she can't take it. And it's old. Listen to this.
Tell me, I said to you, I need you back on the show. It's boring without you. Come on the show.
No, it is not boring without her. We had real fucking couples. She is not that much of a... and don't get me wrong, Kenya is good for TV. She is, but they don't need her. They don't need Portia. Hell, they don't even need Nene. We just want to see something else. I'm ready to see Nene on something new and refreshing. And I would love for her to get some millions from Bravo. That's what I would want for Nene. But, that's it. I think, and if Bravo ever brought her back, which I don't think that they would, excuse me, she could be like on the Ultimate Girls trips and stuff like that, but... I don't know. Kenya ended up talking about her dream team. I guess it's everybody from season 6. Oh, Kenya talked about she never dated Jay-Z. I guess she went out on a date with Kanye, but he ditched her for porn. You're boring. Shit. I would have went and watched porn too. Shit. You're boring. Even Kanye ain't crazy. He just didn't want to be bored. Shit. Woo. Oh, Carlos told Kenya that he wants Coco Jones to play her in a biopic of her life. She claims she has a movie out, so congrats to her on that. That's all I got to say, you guys. I just felt like she was full of shit. I know Teen Twirl is mad, but oh well, y'all gonna have to get over it. Okay, y'all know I come through with the truth, and the truth needs and no proof. How you doing? I was just done with her when she thought that Portia would look up to her like a big sis. Girl, bye. She don't look up to you. In order to look up to somebody, you would want to be like them. And girl, no. Kenya, you not... you're not everybody's cup of tea, girl. And unfortunately, it's Cancer. Shit, dark side of Cancer, though, honey. That's girl. That's a different type of Cancer, honey. Yeah, she don't want to be like you. You too damn like all over the place. Cancers, we kind of simple, you know. Just our shit, kind of, you know, it makes sense. Okay, with Kenya, you got to divide 4, add 3, minus 2, go around the corner, ask to borrow some shit from somebody. Like you gotta go through a lot, and we ain't got time. We ain't got time for the obstacle course, honey. Okay, we ain't got time. All right, so that's all I got to say about all of this. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.